Hello, I'm Laura Greco, and I'm so excited that you stopped by to listen in. Today is Monday, March 7th, and we are talking here about a topic that is very curious, and that is the art of soulful parenting. It is the name of a program that I'm offering, but what I'm offering in this video is an opportunity to ask some questions and for you to ask some questions. So when we think of resilience, and I'm the founder of the Resilient Mama movement, when we think of resilience, and not just the bouncing back, but the bouncing forward, right? When we talk about something like that, we're talking about a resilience in such a way that we are empowered, right, in our life, and then also giving opportunity for our children to have the same experience. And that all is an experiment, isn't it? I mean, who has all the answers? Well, it actually doesn't start with answers, really, does it? It starts with questions, the questions. So today I'd like to just invite you to consider this. What do you really want? What do you want as far as an experience with your family and in your life? And how much are you seeing of that in your life right now? And then where are the gaps? The question is, where are the gaps? So it can look like a whole, there's so many different answers I hear, well, if my children this, or if my spouse that, or if the world this, or if the world that, or, if I knew this, or I got that, there's all these kinds of answers. And then there's a different kind of answer. So let me illustrate it through the eyes of an artist who imagine that you are a person who is looking at a hunk of wood to carve, right? And you're now looking at that wood in such a way that you are actually studying that piece of wood to decide what wants to be expressed from that wood. So you're studying it, you're looking at it, you're seeing where the knots are, where the imperfections are, and where the beauty lies underneath all of that. And as you study it, right, and you look at it, you begin to see what wants to be expressed. Well, what if you could do that with your life, with the raising of your children? What if you could actually ask the questions and go into inquiry and experiment to actually discover the answers, not from the viewpoint of, of course it's a relationship, right, between the artist and the piece of wood, right? There's a relationship, there's a viewpoint that the artist is coming from, but there's also something that's coming out of that piece of wood that wants to be expressed. So in combination, we can bring it together in a beautiful way. And isn't that true of all relationships? So what can we do to ask the questions that create the difference? And what tools do we have at our disposal, right? We have observation. We have the ability to ask questions and experiment, right? And we can go deeper. We can go deeper into knowing on a more energetic path. So I, this weekend, was just introduced to a term that I'd never heard before, actually. It's called spiritual psychology. So it takes us a little deeper into what psychology is and goes into the spiritual aspect. And when I say spiritual, I'm not talking about a religion of any kind, but I am talking about the spiritual essence that each of us are here, not just to express, but to magnify as a gift. And sometimes that gift gets hidden, right? Through the culture, through the conditioning, through the experiences that we've had growing up, some traumas, so forth. So what I'm interested in doing is inviting you to Monday, the 14th, for a discussion about that art of soulful parenting, what we're looking for. And I want to also hear from you. I want this to be a discussion of us as parents coming together to see what can support this strong need and desire that is becoming so prevalent on the planet right now, to have a reconnection, to draw closer. and to recognize that we really are all one, right? So how can we bring that together? Well, I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to put the link to the meetup group so you can pop in there, or you can pop in to my Resilient Mama group. It's the Resilient Mama group in Facebook. It's a private group. Pop in there and the details will be posted for you in there as well. But I would love to know who's coming. So let me know. And if you have if one of the questions I asked in this video strikes you and you want to give a little answer here, that would be awesome. What do you want? What would you love to see more of in your family? Let's discover the path to getting there together. Be there. In the meantime, big love.